And they got this shit set the fucking one TikTok, so I gotta like.
I'm here with Liberty Madison outside of the Dear White People screening in Shopping Center. How are you doing?
I am so fantastic. I'm so excited. This is so great.
So you saw it.
I absolutely saw it. I saw it in traditional Netflix fashion, which was right after the other.
Beautiful.
All right. Oh my God, guys. So I just saw Dear White People. If you can see, like, I'm still right here in the theater. This is the scene right there. So it was a private screening, Netflix premiere of Dear White People. Can you see this? I don't know if you can see it, but that's what it is. It's the network premiere of Welcome to my review of Netflix series Dear White People. I will say, I thought it was, I'm not gonna tell you yet, you gotta watch the end. So I was literally, if you watch the video, because I'm going to insert some clips in there, so when you watch the video, you will see that I am literally on my way to the gym, and Instagram was like, girl, no, you need to go ahead and go to the premiere of Dear White People. And I said, shout out to you, Instagram. I will listen and I will follow suit. I will be the proper millennial I'm supposed to be and listen to Instagram first. So that's what I did. I said, okay, Instagram, let's go. So I'm walking around, and I don't know why I didn't look up the address. I was just looking, I just put the address in Google. You know, I was like, all right, Google, do your thing. I'm walking around for what had to be forever, right? I just thought it was on the campus. So I'm just walking around campus, like doing my thing, walking around the campus. I was like, dang, why can't I find this store location? What am I doing? Don't ask me why I didn't look up the address and see where I was going. Don't ask. I'm just looking crazy, just walking. I'm like, okay, but I'm listening in the future, and I'm like, Percocet, mama, Percocet, hey, doing my thing, so I'm good. I'm not, pressed for time or anything. So I'm walking. I'm starting to get a little frustrated because I heard Percocet 4 times, and I'm getting a little frustrated. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit Percocet one more time before I need a Percocet, and I'm gonna make this happen. So after the 5th Percocet, by Future, I'm walking, I'm like, look, if I don't find this within the next 4 minutes, I'm just gonna head to the gym and do my thing because I need to be lifting anyways, changing my routine. You guys watch that video. So I'm like, okay. In the distance, out yonder, I spot 2 dudes of color. So I spot these 2 black dudes, and they was like super fine. And I was like, okay, I see those 2 black guys. I'm gonna walk up to them. I was like, they're gonna help me. So I'm like, let me find I just learned this term, POC, people of color. Let me find some people of color and ask them where it is. So I walk up to them. I'm like, Dear White People? And the guy looks at me and he goes, come in, hug, give me a hug. And he gave me a hug, and the other dude, he goes, here, give me a hug too. And I'm like, oh, and we're hugging on the street, literally hugging on the street. And he goes, what's wrong? How can I help you? And I go, Dear White People, Netflix, premiere, come with me, show me where to go. Where am I supposed to go? And he goes, I will take you. Show me the address. Where are you going? So I pull up the IG. I'm like, you guys follow So Oakland? And he's like, no. I'm like, follow So Oakland. Shayla's doing her thing. That's what's up. And he goes, okay. So he pulls it up. He's like, pulls up the address. He's like, you're going the wrong way. Don't worry, because we'll take you. And I'm like, okay. I'm walking, and we're just like, walking and chatting. I was like, hey, have you guys heard of Dear White People? It's like, nah, did you know what's going on? I was like, he's like, nah. I'm like, okay, well, y'all can come with me and do your thing. Like, come with me. It's going to be dope. And he goes, they're like, all right, cool. So they turn out to be UCB track stars. And I was like, yo, it's come from the gym. And then I saw this Instagram, and I'm gonna do this instead. Blah, blah, blah. And they was like, okay, you super fly to be coming from the gym. And they were just tripping out that I came up to them and was just like, Dear White People? And they almost died. And they said, and you hugged us? I'm like, who turns down a hug? Like, dude, this is California. You don't freaking turn down a hug. Come on. And they're like, you're right. You don't turn down no hugs. And we're just like hugging on the street or whatever. So we're walking and we get there and they go like, is it free? I'm like, dude, I don't know. And so I gave them one of my motivational talks that I always tell people. And in case you guys haven't heard it, this is what I always tell people. It is not up to you to tell you no. That's not your job. Your only job is to tell you yes. So I didn't know if the event was free. I didn't know if it was $1,000. I don't know. It's not up to me to tell me no. I'ma go. It's your job to tell me no. I can't do both of our jobs. The only job in my life, and this should be for you too, is to tell you yes. That's your only call to action, is to tell yourself yes. So I'ma tell me yes, and I'ma go and see what is. And they were like, you know what? I like that. That's dope. I'ma use that. Come on. So we're just walking in. And we walk in and they go, you guys here for Gen Y people? And we're just like, yeah. And they're like, okay, UCB, check in over here, put your student ID over there, blah, 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 come on in. And we go downstairs. It's super, super packed. And I'm just like, man, how are we gonna do this? It's super, super packed. And they're like, okay, you gotta go upstairs. So we go upstairs and they have, I don't know if you guys ever been to Shattuck Cinema. I've never been to Shattuck Cinema before, and it kind of reminds me of, you have like couches and stuff like that. It was super, super comfortable, and it was super, super just comfortable and relaxing, and I really, really enjoyed that. So once we got in, it was so super, super packed. We didn't sit together. I like found a seat that was like, okay, one was available and two was available, so we kind of split up and did our thing. So sitting down, and as soon as we got in, it was time for it to start. So I was like, yes, I made it. So I go, sitting, breathing, feeling oh so lovely. Mind you, I have no idea what Gen Y People is about. I've never seen it. I've never seen the movie. I've never heard about it. I literally just saw this from Instagram. It was just like, I'm going to the gym. Instagram says go someplace else. Let me follow suit and follow Instagram. Because, I mean, come on. So I'm sitting in my seat. It's all good. They start off the intro. Now, like I said, I don't know what's in store for me. I have no idea. So they start off the intro, and it's like, prestigious university. And I'm just like, okay, this is the kind of show I would watch. This is great. And I love the cinematography, whoever the DP was, the cinematography was so freaking dope. It was so, I could not stop. Whoever did the cinematography for this series, amazing. And so I'm watching this, I'm just like, okay, this is so exciting. It's so great. They're outlining each group of characters, each group that is kind of like if you were watching Clueless. It felt like I was watching Clueless. I love Clueless, just so y'all know. Shout out to Alicia Silver. I love everything about Clueless. So just felt like I was watching Clueless. You know how in Clueless is like the stoners, the nerds, the geeks, the jocks, the cheerleaders, the hot girls. It was kind of like that. It was like, this is this hall. These are this type of people. These are this type of people. These are this type of people. And it was interesting because I'm not the kind of person who I don't want to say I don't subscribe to labels. It's just that I don't understand them. I don't get them. So it's kind of like I can't subscribe to something I truly don't understand. But I found it entertaining. And the way that they design, like the graphic design was great. Whoever did the animation was fantastic. The animation for the texting, the text messages and things like that. So okay, let's get into the story. So it's this young lady named Sam. She is this young lady who is the core character. She's the main character, and she's guiding you through her experience at this university. As it starts out with her, she is a radio host, and she has her own radio. All this is campus. This isn't like outside of the school, but she has her own radio show on the campus. And what she does is she really wants to set out and identify, I guess, what she feels is not proper behavior with people of other cultures that don't understand her culture. I would say that would be the gist of it. She wants to point it out, she wants to talk about it, and she wants the 2017, like 21st century Black Panther situation. She's super extra, just to let you know. She's super extra. So that's her thing. So you see her getting these text messages and just like, oh, and she's getting like, like real saucy messages and like truly digital date style. So I'm loving it because I'm all about the emojis and digital date. I'm here for it. And she's getting text and then plot twist. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Plot twist. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. Plot twist! Spoiler alert. So she gets this message and you're thinking, oh my God, okay, cool. She's gonna hook up with this dude called Reggie. And I don't know, and it just seemed kind of, saucy. Then it's salacious. Yeah. So she's in this, I don't know what to call it. It was kind of Pornhub-esque, elite, Pornhub Lite version. Like if they had the Lite subscription and not the Pro subscription, this would be on that show. This would be on that.co, right? So it was this love scene, and I'm looking around, making sure I was like, I didn't pay my subscription money. Here it is. This just come free with the Netflix program. Okay, great. So I'm looking at this like, Then, again, this DP was amazing. Directing was great. I love the shot list because it had you in suspense. And so it pans down. It's not Reggie. It's not Reggie, dude. Nigga, it's Gabe. It is Gabe. I'm just like, oh my. So, Gabe, I know you're like, what? Who the F is Gabe, girl? Gabe, let me tell you. So, let me back up a little bit. So while she's on a radio show, she's getting these text messages, as I mentioned, she's getting these messages. And then she goes to the hall, and then she goes to like some Black Caucus meeting, forum, hub, congressional something where Black people get together. I don't know, something. And every person of color who represents a particular community is there, and they have to meet once a month, and that's what it is. So she's there, and she's like this leader, and you can easily, clearly identify the different types. And this is where my favorite part of the show came into play. Because, okay, I don't know how real we want to get on this show, but I will tell you. So I love the fact that, because everybody knows, all Black people not the same. Everybody know, they, like the writing on the show, the writers were extremely authentic, and they went there. They went, because I've never seen a movie, so I didn't know what to expect. They actually went there to say, there's a difference between Black people and niggas. And I was just like, yes! Who doesn't know that? Everybody freaking knows that. There's a difference. And so they had, what was funny, what had me literally dying was when they said the Black people, because she was in the Black people group, which was more like, Black power, I'm black and black. Black Panther. She was in that group, and then the rest of the people were like the African American group. And the way they titled the African American group, I thought I was gonna die. They was like, they don't really do nothing. They just I thought I was gonna die. And they broke up all these different types of Black people, and it was very, very, very valid. Very valid and relatable. And shout out to the writers for doing that, because I feel like if you would have just landed on people in one particular group or one particular sector, people really couldn't have connected with the character and saw themselves in a character, because that's what you want to do. You want to give people opportunity to see themselves in a character. And for me, like, I couldn't necessarily relate to Sam's, like anarchist, Black power. Like, I couldn't relate to whatever she was talking about, but I could see myself in the other characters, and I was like, you better do it, girl. Yes. I was like, you, right there. That's how they introduced the crew and the groups. And then they have the guys, the Troy, who's a main character, Gabe, and Reggie. and Lionel so far have been outlined as main characters. So back to her PornhubLite.co scene, right, with the light subscription. You go into the scene and you think she's hooking up with Reggie. She's with Gabe, who is a person who was dope. He's freaking awesome. And he really just, he reminded me of my ex-boyfriend. I was just like, oh my God. So I can relate to Sam with the whole, multicultural heritage and white boyfriend sort of a thing. I was like, oh, I'm there with you. I just didn't relate to her on the other stuff. It seemed like she was trying to be what she wasn't. For me, it seemed like that's what she was doing, and I wasn't really there for that because I don't really know how to do that. So I was like, why? Why waste your time? But, okay, so back to that. So the whole point of this particular episode, she's with him. They're in this saucy scene, just salacious and just canoodling, right? And then he sends out an Instagram. Yes. So watch my post on how to properly use Instagram while dating. You gotta see that. And also check out my digital date, and that will teach you how to do that as well. That's digitaldate.com. Yeah, thedigitalday.com. So what that does is alerts people in her caucus, hates it when Bae leaves. That lit up the caucus, or people started kind of turning their backs on her, getting upset. It was all really weird. And I'm telling the story, but I'm also adding in my little piece of it too. So my little part of it is I couldn't understand why it got weird. I couldn't understand why people were upset. I couldn't understand any of it. So her boyfriend's hot, he's nice, and he loves her or something. Okay. So that, I would probably say I was kind of out of it for a few minutes because I couldn't understand why they were so upset and all this stuff. Okay. She just kind of came out the closet and said she really liked him and it was a real thing and people couldn't understand it, blah, 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 blah. But the whole premise of that episode and the following was a Dear White People party and a Dear Black People party. So that is kind of what it anchored in. And in true, very true Netflix style, they was like, girl, why you sitting here? Let me go ahead and add another episode to your life. You got 5 seconds to figure out what you want to do with your life. If this day is gonna count, and if not, we got you. They was like, episode 2. You in the theater, and Netflix is like, we got you. Next episode, right now. And so episode 2. I like this because it took a different approach. It wasn't necessarily centered on Sam, although she was still included in the episode. It was centered on Lionel. So Lionel is experiencing some sexual orientation confusion or something like that. And so he tries to find his title, if his boss calls it, find your title. So you're not, he explains that you can't live in a world where you don't identify yourself and you're not saying what you like and who you are. You can't just say you are open. You have to say, hey, I am this, I'm that, I'm gay, I'm bi, I'm da 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 da. And for me, I was just like, oh my Jesus. Like, no, you don't, but whatever. I feel like you don't have to do all of that. Like, I just want to know if you like Oreos. I don't need your bedroom behavior, right? Like, come on. So that was that. And so that episode is really about him focusing on finding his title, and it gets really weird and really interesting. Again, the writing was superb and the cinematography was so great. The directing was great. And one of the scenes that really stood out to me is when they had kind of not like a dream sequence, but he was like imagining, again, PornhubLite.co. He was imagining some sort of a sexual encounter. Not with Troy, but as Troy was with his girlfriend or whatever. And the wall rises and it's just the lighting, the angles, so great, so great. I see why they just raised $1 billion to focus on original content. So great. I am worried for Fox and MGM and all these people. They're not gonna have anybody to watch their stuff. This stuff is good. So in this episode 2, it's really focused on Lionel and figuring out what his orientation is in the bedroom and how he is going to explore that, and also how is he going to navigate his position at his paper? He's not at the segmented paper. He's at the actual school paper. But he takes this role as like walking the line of, should I write for my friends? And he's getting all this praise, and should I bust up the party here? So I don't want to tell too much of what happened, because I want you to watch it. It's really interesting, and I think you can learn a lot from it. So what I have to say about that is I think that you should definitely watch Dear White People, because it was engaging and really entertaining, to be honest. It was really entertaining. And I have to say this, after the show and after the premiere, when I got my shirt, can you see it? My Dear White People shirt. And the Netflix right there. Afterwards, I started, of course, starting the vlog, and I'm going to add those clips in it too, so you guys get the full story of everything that happened at the Dear White People premiere. And I met some awesome people, did some really cool vlogs. I got to be on Revolt TV and let them know what I thought about Dear White People. And I just really thought it was interesting how the writers was like, nah, it's the difference between black people and niggas. I was like, what? I thought I was the only person to do that. That's not true. Everybody knows that. But the only person, they represented everybody except the only people that matter. Where was Future though? Right? How come you wasn't representing Future though? Future would have been there. Future would have been on your campus with a CS scholarship. I said it. He would have been with a CS scholarship, and he would have been there doing his thing. So that's the only people that I did not see represented was Future. Because what would Future do, right? Hashtag what would Future do? Because Future would have got it lit, and he would have did his thing. He just would have been on campus. God. Okay, yes. Because, you know what I'm saying? Where was Future and Lil Uzi Vert, though? Where was Migos? Where were they at? Okay? Really cool thing that I loved also is that they kept referencing CS. And y'all already know. Just hanging out with me, you already know what it's about. It's about that tech life. And also, if you guys can see that, those are some code camps you should probably check out. So that's exactly why I thought Dear White People was great. Great tech references, because I'm always here for the tech references. Being that tech girl, that is literally what I'm looking for. And it was excellent comedy. The remake of Scandal was kind of funny. I don't watch Scandal because I don't like that show at all. I just think it's a terrible show. I don't like it at all. So I went into this show with no preconceived notions. I was really open to it and really wanted to check it out. So that's what I did. And I'm really, really glad that I did, because I'm not a tough critic. I just know what I like. I like what I like. Like, I'm not your Being Mary Jane audience. I'm not your Scandal audience. Like, nah, I don't like those shows. However, this particular one, it was great. So check it out. And I'll add the clips in so you can see like the Revolt TV interview I did. And shout out to the Revolt TV host who came out to Berkeley to talk about it. It was so great. It's basically for anybody who likes comedy. And I don't even have Netflix, y'all. I don't have Netflix. I'm an Amazon Prime girl. I have Amazon Prime. It's the Amazon Prime life. It's the Amazon Prime commitment life, right? So I'm thinking I might go ahead and get Netflix. Because I'm kind of curious to see what happens. What's Gabe gonna do? What's Troy gonna do? What's Reggie gonna do? What are these people gonna do? I don't know. I can make it just something I had. But why when I can just... Thanks for watching my review on the Netflix premiere of Dear White People. Thank you guys so much. Bye. But seriously, where was Future? Because I felt like his Future would have been on that campus, and Future would have been like,
That's it.
I'm here with Liberty Madison outside of the Detroit.
Another spray, bitch, you better get it right.